quick update here. We are going to talk to the National Assembly member for Latrikunda, Sabiti Yaya Menten Sanyang. Yaya is on the line together with Ibrahim Soriba. As you know, Ibrahim Soriba used to be a Barrow ally. Now he decided to defect to the UDP. He is one of the harshest critics of the NPP as of now. But we are going to Yaya. Yaya, can you tell us an update from the perspective of the UDP? What action are you considering now? We understand that you are going to meet later today to finalize the options that you have on the table.
My first reaction was to signal a possible legal suit against her. And when this happened, I am very disappointed, to be honest with you, because Fatoumatta Jahumpa Ceesay is somebody I'm very close to. For her to go behind the scene, insult the entire UDP members in Gambia and in diaspora, by extension their National Assembly members, I cannot recover from this shock and disappointment, knowing the relationship I have with Fatoumatta Jahumpa Ceesay. But that's not going to stop anything. We have quite a lot of options on the table right now. I said before, we are going to pursue legal actions against her. That's the only thing we can do, because if you all can remember, we enacted a law in the National Assembly which forbid political insults directed to political class in the execution of their duties. And when this thing happened, I called Fatoumatta Jahumpa Ceesay and I told her, I am very disappointed in you. Number one, knowing the relationship I have with you, I thought that relationship is a mutual relationship. We're all going to reciprocate the respect we have for each other. But on the other hand, you acted behind the scene and insulted every member of UDP, all the National Assembly members of the UDP, and I told her this is not going to, it's not going to be easy, and we are not going to take it lightly. We are going to pursue legal actions against you. And so disappointed, I told her, what's more disappointing about this? This law is breached by no other person except a sitting ambassador of a government. Is so unfortunate. It's really so unfortunate that I told her we are not going to take this lightly, and we are going to pursue all the legal remedies available to us. And the other thing also we're going to do, we are waiting on the advice from the National Assembly, from the minority leader of the National Assembly. Another option will be for us to write petition against her. We're going to write petition against her and submit to the Foreign Affairs Ministry to recall her. Now, these are the options we are advising ourselves right now.
Also, Yaya, quickly, can you give us your reaction to the feedback we usually have that UDP militants also are fond of insulting or hurling insults to other militants from other parties? What is your take on this?
Another thing is those who are saying that UDP members are fond of insulting people. This is a very misguided statement. This is a very hypocritical statement. There is no instance where UDP officially will come and insult anybody. So if and UDP is a very big political organization. We don't have control over anybody. If Mankabang Sanyang of Quinala insults anybody, he's not insulting anybody on behalf of UDP. He's not insulting anybody on behalf of UDP. So therefore, if you are going to pay back, you are going to insult that individual. You cannot insult the entire party. That is irresponsible, and we are not going to accept it for anybody. What is available on the table right now is we are advising ourselves legal action against Fatoumatta Jahumpa Ceesay, or we write a petition against her, write to the office, write to the Foreign Affairs Ministry to recall her. So these are the options right now. We are advising ourselves which route we're going to take. But insult is a thing of the past in Gambian body politics, and anybody found wanting, even you are what? So that's why I told the ambassador, you are not going to seal. There is no diplomatic immunity insulting people. There's no diplomatic immunity insulting people, and we are going to make sure that we pursue this action to the last drop of our effort. And personally, as I said, I am so disappointed with Fatoumatta Jahumpa Ceesay, knowing my relationship with her. To go and insult all the elders of my party, myself, and every other person of UDP is something that is very irresponsible of her, and we will make sure she regret this. We will definitely make
sure. Now we talk to Ibrahim Soriba. Ibrahim Soriba, what is your reaction to the sentiments usually expressed that there are members of the UDP who are also fond of causing trouble or insulting other militants? What is your take on that?
I don't think that is a genuine allegation. It is coming from people who wants to brand UDP as a troublesome party for reasons best known to them. Probably to make points or political scores or points out of that. And that is unacceptable. It is unfounded. The United Democratic Party is a peaceful party. It is a law-abiding party. Our party leader is a constitutional lawyer. We have acted in accordance with the dictates of the law. That is why in 2021, immediately after the controversial presidential election, that was rejected, whose results was rejected by the stakeholders, by the United Democratic Party, the GDC, Sobea of Honorable Esafal, and even the NUP. But you saw how the United Democratic Party comported itself by going to court, by contesting the results, and the matter was the case was with evidence, but the case was thrown out of court by the Chief Justice, calling it saying that it lacks merit, or technicalities. But that tells beyond any reasonable doubt that the United Democratic Party is a law-abiding party. However, it is a large party. It is the largest political party. Sometimes you may have members who may be difficult to control. But as far as we all know, the executive, the National Executive Party, the Central Committee, and the party leader have always continued to advocate for the maintenance and the observance of the rule of law, and to want to be law-abiding. I think this is evident in the party leader's speech most of the time. So if anything, in fact, it is the opposite. It is the National People's Party, Barrow's ruling party, that is full of or is fond of insults. How can the president come forward and openly with the party leader, Roy Usenu Dabo death, to say that he would not relinquish power until such time he participates in the burial of the party leader? That is wishing him death. That is the strongest statement I've ever made. It is the height of hate. So, Mr. Ibrahim Balde, the United Democratic Party is a law-abiding party. Members here and there may take it upon themselves to make statements. In most cases, it will be in reaction to statements made against the party by the NPP members. The lawyer Usenu Dabo took a lady, an NPP lady, I don't want to mention her name, to the police as a result of the insults he directed against her. A National Assembly member, Fatoumatta Jahumpa, was openly seen insulting the party leader in a rally. Is it in Talinding? Before the president. So, I mean, these are issues that are so painful. But we will take it in good faith. I want to assure you that the United Democratic Party is disciplined, is the most disciplined and the most law-abiding party, being headed by a constitutional lawyer, a renowned lawyer. So it is the NPP, President Barrow's party, and President Barrow himself, who are always found wanting, who are always on the offensive, who are always after the United Democratic Party, who are troublesome. Look at the statements of Demba Sabali very recently, who went out and attacked Honorable Esafal and Rohim Malik Law to the point, to the extent of saying that they could be arrested if they are found wanting or if they appear in protest, that they are behind, they could be behind such protest. These are leaders, these are elected. Rohim Malik Law is an elected mayoress who was only expressing his right, civic right to participate, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, like the Gala youths. But we saw how intolerant and how harshly, how the magnitude of the heavy-handedness of the police brutality that was meted against the Gala youths is deplorable and speaks volumes of the fact that it is the NPP and the NPP-led government that is troublesome, that has all that it takes to burn this country down. Thank you so much.